Happy Thanksgiving to you. You see, many people are focused on investing in stocks, bonds, crypto, real estate. In this live stream, I want to talk to you about the one asset that can produce you more returns than all of these things combined. And if you are just joining the stream, guys, why don't you go ahead and give me a like? Click the like button, share the stream, let others know that you're on the stream. And I hope you have a great Black Friday today. In many parts of America today, people are out trying to shop for deals, trying to get discounts on some of their favorite goods and the different things they really enjoy, which during the year they cannot get for regular price. Yesterday, America was celebrating Thanksgiving. I know it's not a global holiday, but it's a holiday in America, which is very important. It's a holiday where people just seek to be able to take a minute to celebrate with family, loved ones, to show gratitude, to think about the many reasons why they are grateful. And I am out here in Houston, Texas. I came to celebrate Thanksgiving with family. And I just decided to pull a stream here because, of course, for those who know me, who join my stream quite often, you know what I teach about, right? I teach about mindset, I teach about personal development, I teach a lot about how to uncover your purpose. But most importantly, I also teach people practical tools on how to invest in assets, investing on the stock market, buying stocks, ETFs, investing in real estate, these assets to build wealth. And once you build wealth and you become the person that is worthy of the wealth, and then in that process, you also package those two things into building a lasting legacy. So I like to talk about meaningful things like that, things that help propel the human spirit, things that are going to help get you from point A to point B, not only with your life, but certainly with the different things that you want to achieve. So Thanksgiving is over for me, and it's time to go back home to Austin. And I have to check out of the hotel now, but I didn't want to do this live after checking out because I might not have time. So I decided to be checking out and just packing my stuff while we're having a conversation, right? So one of the things I get to realize in the course of doing what I do now for the last over 17 years of being a professional MC, becoming a coach, and now as a legacy architect, I've gotten a chance to meet a lot of different people in life. I've gotten a chance to coach a lot of different people from different walk of life, from different income brackets, and from different social backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, nationality, religious backgrounds, different races, and all of that. The one thing I realized that is universal across all races, across all income groups, across all cultures, across all religions, across all economic strata is what I'm going to be talking to you about on this live stream. And this one simple attitude can actually produce for you more money and financial returns than any other thing, including stocks, including bonds, including cryptocurrency, and all the different things you can think about. Here, let me say this. By no means am I a financial certified expert, all right? I just need to say that clearly. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not certified to give you any kind of advice. What to buy, when to buy, how to buy, that is a decision you have to make. But you can copy my story, and if it makes sense to you, feel free to use it. If it is something that is of value to you and you want to put it to practice, that is your choice. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and take advantage. But let me tell you, the number one attitude that is going to help you make more money in your life than all the different assets I listed put together is the spirit of gratitude. And the spirit of gratitude is that spirit that you must keep it close to your heart, no matter your age, your financial situation, your race, and any other thing. And by the way, for those who wear suits and jackets, Anytime you don't have a suit back and you want to travel with your jacket so that way it doesn't get twisted, let me give you a little trick here. You take the jacket like this, you fold it on the inside from the shoulder parts. Once you do that, you turn it around, you bring it together like this, and you fold it. By the time you get to your destination, you take it out, it's not going to be twisted and it's not going to upset the shoulder parts. So, but anyways, gratitude is your passport to altitude, guys. It is Thanksgiving season in America, and from this point going forward, in most parts of the world, we are moving into the holiday season, the festive season, December, right? Where you have Christmas, you have New Year, you have all these other great times for people to sit back, relax, enjoy family, eat a lot of food, visit their loved ones, give gifts, stretch, and be able to show each other how much they love them, how much they care about them, while celebrating the birthday of Jesus in the Christian faith and Christmas in general. And that is one of the holidays globally that a lot of people celebrate. So why do you want to talk about the spirit of gratitude? Because when you are grateful, you see problems as opportunities. When you are grateful, you take better risk. When you develop the spirit of gratitude, you start thinking clearer. Clearer because your spirit automatically starts recognizing that whatever might stand in front of you as an impediment is most likely a path to better. It's most likely a way to prosperity and a way to a better outcome. You know, the spirit of gratitude doesn't eliminate the reality of struggles, but it creates in you the ability to recognize that even within the struggles, there is a better tomorrow that lies. It gives you the courage and the energy to continue to build. Guys, listen, when you're down and out in life, one of the most difficult things is finding the courage to build again. Finding the strength in you to be able to rally your mind, rally your spirit, and continue to walk. You know, when you're down and out, when you fail at something massively or at different things, when you feel like you're out of money, you're filing for bankruptcy like I did 10 years ago, you foreclosed on 2 homes, you ran out of $150,000 you had in savings, and you feel like there is no way out. Yes, you know the things that you can do to start earning a living. You know some jobs that you can pick up to start working. But sometimes it's not just about that knowledge. It's about being able to rally your mind, rally your energy, being able to tell yourself that you have to get up and do it. I know a friend of mine, when he was going through a very difficult time, it got to a point where he just couldn't even get himself out of bed in the morning. And if you've been through times like that in your life, why don't you put it down there? Put it in the comment section. Let me know that. If you've been through times like that, put it in the comment section. Don't be shy. Share your experiences, right? There are times when you will not even be able to wake up out of bed. You wake up in the morning and the first thing you ask yourself, oh my God, what kind of life is this, right? You wake up in the morning, even when people give you ideas and suggestions that can change your life, that can bring you some positive progress, that can give you some traction, you don't even listen to them. You don't even take those suggestions. You cannot even when you take them, you cannot act on them because in your mind and your spirit, you've counted yourself out. You've told yourself that this might be it for you, that this might be just the end for the possibilities that lies in that moment of time. That is why I really believe gratitude is the #1 path to altitude. That's why I really believe truly that gratitude is the #1 asset that when you cultivate, when you strengthen, it will give you a chance to generate more money than any other asset, including gold, including silver, including stocks, including bonds, including cryptocurrency, and any of that. Guys, let me say this. The spirit of gratitude doesn't happen by accident. The spirit of gratitude puts you in that position where you complain less, where you don't blame other people for the outcome of your life, where you decide very categorically that you are going to be the king of your destiny, where you decide that you are going to be the captain of your own ship, that you'll be the lead pilot for where you take the plane of your life to. Gratitude has that power to give you strength and control over your circumstances. I'm sure you've met people in your life who are always just bubbly, positive, upbeat, always just believe that it's always going to be better. And I know sometimes you ask yourself, boy, I have more money than this person. I have a better quality of life generally. I have more things than them. But how come I never feel as happy as they do? How come I always feel like something is missing or something is not right? I have to fix it, and that affects the way I perceive everything about my life. It's because you have not put gratitude at the center of your life. Gratitude is that thing that keeps you humble. Gratitude will make you realize that even when you feel like you don't have enough, you still have the privilege, number one, to be alive, and number two, to be able to fight another day. Gratitude opens doors that entitlement has closed. I remember many years ago driving in downtown Austin, there was a big signboard that said something so interesting. It said, if you don't appreciate life, check your pulse. I've never forgotten that placard, that billboard on the side of the road. Because it's so simplistic, but that is true. A lot of people spend time trying to invest in assets to produce only financial gains. And sometimes they don't realize that even when you're making financial gains, if you haven't made the spiritual gain yet, if you haven't made the attitudinal gain, if you haven't made the gratitudinal gain to recognize that all those things that might be happening to you, it is only worthy if you see them through the lens of gratitude and not the limiting lens of lack or the disbelieving lens of I need more, or it is possible, or maybe I'm not there yet. You know, there is a very deceitful destination. There is not static, there is dynamic. A lot of people say, I haven't gotten there yet. What is there? Have you defined there for yourself? Have you sat down to explain to yourself in the peace and quiet of your own sanctuary of your soul and your spirit to ask yourself, what does there represent to me? A lot of people are playing by the scripts, are playing by the movie script of life that was handed to them by somebody else and not their own script. A lot of people are looking at different people's lives and want to replicate that for them, thinking the perception of what they believe those people are living will be their own reality. Life is like an exam. No two people have the same question papers. You might be sitting in the same exam room, but your neighbors have completely different questions. So if you're copying their answers, you are using an answer that is responding to a different question than the question you have. Life is that way too for you. And in this season of Thanksgiving, and in this season moving up to Christmas, moving up to a new year, I want you to really just take some time to think about what is it that you really want with your life. Because once you identify that thing that you want with your life, then you start training your mind and your spirit to be grateful, to appreciate. Appreciate doesn't mean things are always going to be good. To recognize that there are certain privileges, no matter at what stage you are in your development and growth, no matter the economy, no matter the geographical location, no matter the situation of your realistic circumstance, but you chose to find the things that you are grateful for. What that does is that it magnifies your ability for returns in anything you touch with your hands. If you're not grateful for $100, you will not be grateful for $100,000, sir, madam. If you're not grateful for life, you're not going to be grateful for the things that come to you. There is nothing that is going to steal your joy in this life like ingratitude, like comparison. The spirit of ingratitude makes people to compare themselves. Oh, look at my friend. They just bought a Mercedes. I don't have that. Look at my friend. They just built a big house. The key question you instead have to be asking yourself, is that your own dream? Is that your own goal? Is that what you really want to do with your life? Is owning a new car a dream for you? Is that something you really want? Is that something you've been aspiring for with your own life? Once you ask yourself those questions, it starts giving you answers which are specific only to your own exam questions. But when you don't ask yourself some of those deep defining questions, then you start looking for answers to respond to questions that are responding, questions that have been asked to other people. And it is about their own life, it is about their own reality, and it is about their own desires and their own destinies. So, guys, as you get along with this holiday season, I also want to remind you, of course, if you are new to my community, go ahead. There is a link down in the description section. You can click that link, join my private WhatsApp community. You can also join our exclusive newsletter community because I share specific life-changing information with over 2,000 members of my newsletter community and thousands of people who are in my WhatsApp community. Join that community, guys. Because the information I share in those private communities, I don't share them in social media like I do other information. The reason why is not because I don't love those of you just watching me who might not be subscribed to my channel yet, but it's because sometimes I try to do information that is customized to those people in my communities. Because of the close proximity, I've been able to determine exactly some of the specific challenges that they're dealing with, and I give them solutions that will solve those specific challenges. It's not generic, it is specific, right? That's why I encourage you to join my communities. Click down in the description. You are going to see a link to join the WhatsApp community. You are also going to see a link to join my newsletter community. And if this is your first time on the channel, or maybe this is the third, fourth time, but you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, I hope this information is valuable enough and encourages you to subscribe to the channel, right? Click the like button because that is what gives the algorithm information that people like you like my information. And when the algorithm understands that you like what I'm doing, then they'll send it to people just like you who like stuff that you like. And that way we start building this community of like-minded people, of world builders, of people who are trying to build wealth, build a life of meaning, and bequeath a legacy that will never be forgotten. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope this makes sense to the people who you share this with, right? And if I don't see you again anytime soon, I will see you in the next video. And of course, I will see you at the top too. You take care of yourself. Until the next video, bye for now.